A major earthquake struck Myanmar on March 28th. Chinese businesswoman Miss Fu recalled many abnormal phenomena before the earthquake. Before the earthquake, there was indeed signs. For 3 to 4 days, the water coming out of the hotel taps was blood red, with fine dirt and bloody smell. I feel sick when I think about it now. I went to Myanmar last November, and since then it didn't rain once, but it rained the night before the earthquake. The dog downstairs is crying. I hope everyone can observe and discover such situations in the future. Why do dogs in Mandalay, Myanmar keep crying? Oh my god, they all sound wailing. Why is that? Just now, the dogs are howling in this area, and now the dogs in that area are howling. What is going to happen in Mandalay? It's all unknown, but it makes me feel a little panic. On March 28th, a strong earthquake of magnitude 7.7 occurred in central Myanmar, affecting Thailand. A skyscraper under construction in Bangkok, the capital of Thailand, collapsed in the earthquake. This building is the new office building of the National Audit Office of Thailand. It was jointly constructed by China Railway 10th Bureau Group Company Limited and one Thai company, and China Railway 10th Bureau Group Company Limited is responsible for the overall implementation. Netizens directly pointed out that this was a tofu dreg project. As shown, there were signs before the earthquake, with many animals behaving abnormally, such as pigeons flying and rats running everywhere. Let's talk about related topics today. But before we do, we would like to invite you to subscribe. Your support is our greatest motivation and allows us to bring you more valuable content. Now, moving on. The day before the earthquake, villagers near the Mandalay Mosque in Myanmar noticed that many toads were migrating on the road. Birds near the town behaved abnormally, circling in groups and not flying along normal routes. Some local dogs also became agitated and kept on barking. Why do dogs in Mandalay, Myanmar keep crying? What is going to happen in Mandalay? These are all unknowns, but they make me feel a little panicked. This is a video I saw shot by Chinese people in Myanmar at the end of last year. It said that during that period, the dogs in Myanmar howled like ghosts and wolves at night, which was really creepy. I saw several people posting such videos. I remember when I was a child in the countryside, the elderly people in the village would say that if a dog cries, something terrible is going to happen. Someone may die and it may be a horrible death. I also heard dogs crying when I was a child, and the sound was really creepy. But I had never seen so many dogs crying at the same time like this. Then, such a big earthquake happened in Myanmar a few days ago, so sometimes you have to believe that some things are supernatural, and science cannot explain them. I wonder what you think. I posted a video 2 days before the earthquake. There were rarely any pigeons on the balcony of my apartment before, but 2 days before the earthquake, a lot of wild pigeons suddenly came. Every day they appear on this balcony, chirping as if they were having a meeting, waking me up early in the morning. What's even crazier is that when I slightly opened the doors and windows, unlike before, pigeons always landed on the balcony railing. In recent days, they were flying into the room like crazy, not only into the living room, but also through the living room door into the bedroom. This pigeon came right up to my bed when I was sleeping. You drive them out, but they try to come back, out and back. I wonder what's wrong with this pigeon. It's like crazy. The blogger said that on the day of the earthquake, all the pigeons suddenly disappeared. In several days just after the earthquake, only few pigeons showed up. There were a lot of wild pigeons in the 2 days before the earthquake. Perhaps those pigeons had some premonition. Generally speaking, there are flashes and ground sounds before an earthquake. The flashes refer to earthquake light, which is commonly blue, white, yellow, red, and purple. Blue and white are the most common colors. Ground sound refers to loud noises that are not man-made. This sound may be dull or harsh.
大家仔细听。
What other signs are there of earthquakes? Let's take a look at it together.
第一，动物异常。地震发生前，
First, the animals are abnormal. Before an earthquake occurs, animals will exhibit some abnormal behaviors. The frequency band of the infrasound waves emitted by the earthquake may not be detectable by us humans, but many animals can. There is a saying that goes, animals show signs before an earthquake, so close monitoring is most important. Mules, horses, cattle, and sheep won't enter the pen. Ducks won't go into the water. Dogs bark wildly, mice move out and escape, pigeons are startled and don't return to their nests. Fish panic and run out of their water, and snakes come out in the ice and snow. Second, the groundwater is abnormal. Before an earthquake occurs, well water, river water, and groundwater may become turbid and bubble, heat up, change color, and change taste. Third, abnormal weather conditions. The weather before an earthquake is often abnormal, mainly due to the sultry weather before the earthquake, which makes people feel anxious and irritable. There is often some strong convective weather such as thunderstorms, short-term heavy rainfall, and hail in June. Fourth, the Earth's energy varies. The fog from underground before an earthquake, also known as ground fog, appears a few days to minutes before the earthquake, often accompanied by a strange smell and sometimes by sound or high temperature. Before the earthquake in Myanmar, there was a special phenomenon. A large number of snakes appeared. So why is this? This involves the snake's sense of smell and hearing. Although snakes have no external ears or eardrums, their inner ears can be particularly sensitive and capture low-frequency, low-hertz vibrations. There may be some fracture phenomena before an earthquake which will emit this low frequency. Snakes are particularly sensitive, that's the first thing. Second, the snake's sense of smell. Before an earthquake, there may be slight, large-scale fractures in the rock formations, which may release some hydrocarbons, such as methane or hydrocarbons. Snakes are particularly sensitive and will feel danger because they cannot normally smell these kinds of things. Therefore, snakes' hearing and sense of smell can, to a certain extent, predict the arrival of earthquakes. Just when I was looking for videos related to the Myanmar earthquake, this video caught my attention. It was a scene shot in an area far away from the epicenter. This scene took place before the earthquake. Schools of fish gathered on the shore and local people were picking up fish excitedly. Whether it's a precursor to an earthquake remains to be studied. When the earthquake occurred, the fish on the seabed all lay flat and stuck to the seabed in a static posture. Thon, a famous Thai marine biologist, posted a photo on Facebook saying that one of his friends was diving in the Himalayan islands when the earthquake occurred. He saw that the schools of fish that were swimming suddenly stopped and lay motionless along the seabed. Thon explained that the fish's behavior showed that they could detect subtle vibrations underwater and sense the coming of an earthquake. So they stayed close to the ground to avoid being swept away by the current. The strong earthquake with a magnitude of 7.7 struck central Myanmar on March 28th, killing 3,471 people, injuring 4,671, and leaving 214 missing. The Myanmar earthquake affected Thailand, and a skyscraper under construction in Bangkok was razed to the ground in an instant. The building is currently in the process of installing the exterior walls, while the interior finishings has entered the final stage. There were about 300 to 400 workers on the site when the building collapsed. 17 people are known to have died, and another 77 are missing. This is the office building of the Thai Official Audit Office. It's designed to be 30 stories and 137 meters high and has a total investment budget of $63 million. This is the only high-rise building in Bangkok that has completely collapsed. It attracted the attention of Chinese people because it was built by China Railway No. 10 Bureau Group, and Italian Thai Development Company Limited is a partner that is mainly responsible for the design. From the news footage, we can see that within seconds after the earthquake, the building experienced a rare vertical collapse and shattering disintegration, just like a directional explosion. It disintegrated instantly, raising a huge cloud of dust, and nearby residents and workers fled in panic. Regarding the collapse of this high-rise building, Zhen Gong, a senior Chinese building structural engineer, told overseas reporters, "This is definitely not normal. China Railway 10th Bureau Group cannot escape responsibility. The collapse of this building is undoubtedly due to the quality of the building itself." Netizens have pointed out that this is the result of the CCP's characteristic tofu dreg construction being exported overseas. In China, tofu dreg projects have long been everywhere. The construction team used a crane to dismantle the old bridge piers. After drilling through the outer layer of steel bars and cement, sand continued to flow out from inside of the piers. I had thought the bridge piers were filled with bricks, but didn't expect them to be filled with sand. What is the principle behind this? The first floor is all gone. Look, the building has collapsed. Did you see it? This is the quality. Such is the quality. My goodness, the first floor is completely destroyed, but the upstairs is fine. The entire ground floor is gone. It's so cruel. Recently, the load-bearing columns in the basement of a residential building in Guangdong province began to crack. According to incomplete statistics, there are 68 such vulnerable columns. The load-bearing columns of a building are the core of the structural safety, and any quality problems may pose a threat to resident safety. This situation is usually related to poor construction quality, improper use of materials, or poor supervision. Look, this is the house built by Country Garden. It's a shoddy construction. The steel bar is exposed and bent, the cement falls off easily with hands, and there is basically mud inside. Can people live inside?
3月27日上午
On the morning of March 27th, an owner reported that the east exterior wall of Building 3 had fallen off. The video shows that a huge insulation board fell off the community's outer wall and fell heavily to the ground, instantly stirring up dust. Fortunately, the falling outer wall did not hit anyone. According to the owners at the scene, all the fallen exterior walls fell within the community, and fragments can still be seen at the scene. Moreover, the fall has happened more than once. When the owners went to defend their rights, several people from the developers ran to the owners' homes and banged on the doors, warning the owners to behave themselves. The community has been delivered for just over a year, and there have been many falling off incidents of exterior walls. What is the reason for the frequent falling of exterior walls? What is the developer's explanation? Today, I'll show you our Brother Bao's real estate. Look at the scene. It's raining outside, and inside it's raining too. Everyone, please follow my camera. They really protect their own interests and damage our property owners' rights. Seeing this scene, I can only be speechless. Look, this is the roof. It's been raining heavily recently. If there are owners whose condos are delivered, I suggest you go there and check. Look here, it's leaking all over. I can only say that we are helpless when encountering such a thing. If you saw this situation, what would you do? Please advise me in the comment section. Thank you.
这是我们第一次见到我们的新房。
This was the first time we saw our new home. I was very happy and shot a one-shot video. I spent a long time choosing the condo type. I really like having a big balcony, and we have even selected large floor-to-ceiling windows for this new home. There are 4 rooms. My partner said that the small room could be my cloakroom, and we even have the design drawings for this room. We were really looking forward to the new home, but who would have thought that less than a month later, the floors became honeycombed and the steel bars are exposed. Large pieces of sand and cement will fall off when tapping lightly with a piece of wood. We were shocked and devastated as we had spent tens of thousands of dollars to buy this home.
这可是我们花了几十万的房子啊。
That's all for today. If you enjoy our content, please give us a thumbs up, subscribe, leave a comment, and share it with a friend. We appreciate your support, and we'll see you next time.